these yesterday. I'm really lucky. And I'm going to be searching these ones today on a live, looking for the first and last prefixes. So I'm going to be using this book here, Rennick's Australian Coin and Banknote Values, and I'm going to be looking through, and I'm just going to be looking to see if they're first or last prefix, because most of you are probably aware they're the ones that are really valuable. So I'm not going to value as in look up the values of every single note, as in looking at the condition and all those sorts of things, just looking at the prefix letters, and we'll see if we can find any in really good value. So let's go. So I'll move some of these things aside so we can have a look. Maybe we'll start here with the $100, the Grey Ghost $100 paper banknote, one of my favorite banknotes. So we're looking for a ZGP. Let's get this book open on the $100 note page, and we're looking for that prefix letter. Here we go. So if we got a ZPG, so looking at any of these ones across here, no. So yeah, but this note here is a Fraser Higgins. So looking for this is a Fraser Higgins note. So these are the values here depending on the condition, but I was hoping for a first or last prefix, but that's all good. That's the way it goes. So put that one aside, and maybe we'll move on to the 50s. Go back to the $50 page. Here we go. Get into a bit of a position where it might be able to sort of make out a bit of detail, but all right, so we've got this one here is a Fraser Higgins as well. So looking under Fraser Higgins, we're looking for, yeah, this one's a WAJ, and WAJ is not one of the ones that we as a first to last prefix. With this one here, YZN. So YZN, nope. Another one, Fraser Higgins. So most of these seem to be Fraser Higgins. So I'm looking at this section here, a 1990 printed note, Fraser Higgins. But I'm looking for a YYV or a YDD. Okay, that should be pretty easily remembered. Oh, this one's close. What's this one? A YYZ. AV Adventure Vlogs. Hi, it's me. Ah, awesome. Yeah, welcome aboard. So I'm looking here to see if this one's a first or last prefix on these Fraser Higgins. So it's a YYV is a first prefix. Oh, oh, how close is that? So I've got a YYZ, but I needed a YYV. If I had a YYV, let's have a look at some of the prices. So $125 in poor condition, all the way up to $675 in really good condition, but it's not quite. So I've got a YYZ, and that's a YYV. All right, on to the next. This one's this one, the signatures, it's a Fraser Cole. So I need to be looking for Fraser Cole. That's Fraser Evans, Fraser Cole. And then got plate letters or without a plate letter. We're just looking at the prefixes, so I can just look at all of these prefix letters here, and if it's one of those, then I'm doing well. W-E-N, not W-E-N. Next 50. So I got 17 of these $50 paper banknotes yesterday. Not that one. YZR. So we're looking Fraser Higgins. I think that's a Fraser Higgins. YZR, no. Another Fraser Higgins. WAS was. Nope. We got WBS. This one's a Fraser Higgins as well. Looking at those signatures. Yeah, so WWX, is this? Oh, you're kidding me. So close again. So I'll show you again. I need a YYV to be a first prefix, and I've got a YYX. So, oh well, not quite. Let's play again. YUR, no. Oh, that's a different, sorry, that's a different signature combination. I didn't sort of look. So that's a Johnston Fraser. So let's find the Johnston Frasers up here. And it's either Gothic or OCRB. And Gothic and OCRB are the serial, that's a font style. This one's an OCRB. The Gothic style, it's got a particular look to it, and yeah, so I can show you one of those if I come across one in the next little while. But okay, so this one's an OCRB, and checking these ones here, YUE, or no, so I haven't got a first or last prefix there. Back to Fraser Higgins, so we're down here, Fraser Higgins. I don't know if people could see that. It's probably be better if I could maybe zoom in a little bit, but it's probably a little bit better. So Fraser Higgins, WDD. So another Fraser Higgins here, WAL. No. So I'm looking in this section here. These are most of these notes are in here. So I'm looking for those letter combinations. Oh, YYH. Okay. Getting a few of that, couple of those YYs. Is this a, oh, this one's a Fraser Cole. So I need to go to, where's Fraser Cole? Fraser Cole's in here. So we're looking at these letters through here. WFP. No, I haven't got a WFP. This is a Johnston Fraser. So that's up a bit higher, isn't it? I'll check. That one is a OCOB. So there, Y. No, that doesn't match up with those. That's all right. And last $50 note. This one's a Johnston Fraser Higgins. Okay, so we're looking here. YZA. No. Okay, so the $100 notes and the $50 notes, no first or last prefix, but still worth more than face value. Let's go to the $20 notes. Go back another 2 pages. Now, this is the $20 note, so it's a Fraser Cole, and I'm going to be looking for this here. Let me find the Fraser Cole section. So Fraser Cole, and we're looking for these letters here. Let's see if we're close. Ooh, not too far. RQK. So no, we haven't quite got that there, but there we go. Okay, now we're on to the $10 notes. Let's go to the 10s. Now, I'm lucky enough to have, I got 4 of these, so picked up 4 of these ones. I like these paper bank. Oh, they're not paper bank notes. These ones. These are the first ever polymer notes that were produced in 1988, anywhere in the world, I think. So I've got 4 of these, and I really like these notes. But I think off the top of my head that none of them are first or last prefix, because I had a quick squiz a bit earlier. So it needs to be AB10 or AB33 for the first run, and the second, the reissue, AB10 or AB57. So I need 10, 33, or 57. Ooh, got a 53. So I've got an AB53. And that's pretty cool, though. It's got the 7s, like 777. So people might be interested in that sort of thing. If I were to sell them, I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. But that sort of attract people's attention, like collectors. 23, AB23, no. And we've got 2 more. So what's this one? This one's an AB22. No, not a first or last prefix. And then we've got an AB21. No, so it's not one of those. That's all right. Cool. I still love those. Love those notes. I'll put that aside. Now onto the paper bank notes, the $10. And some of these are in really good condition. So this one here, this one's a Fraser Cole. Let's find the Fraser Cole sort of section, probably down here. Okay, so we'll get this up here. MRC, we're looking for MRC down this list, and it's MRR, but didn't MRR there. Can't believe after watching your vids, I'm heading to the bank to get some coins today. Awesome! Well done, Skuldum. Hope you get plenty of coins, and I hope that you find some really cool stuff. I actually found a cool one today. Where is it? I'll grab it here. This one here, I was doing a TikTok live this morning, and I'll try and get the detail on it. But this one's a bubble error. So it's a 20-cent coin. It's a 2010 coin. And there's a little bubble over here above the claw of the platypus. So super pumped to find that. I've been looking for this for a while and found one today. So yeah, pumped about that. So hopefully you find something like that. That'd be cool. All right, so that first $10 note was not a first or last prefix, but that's all good. That's the way it goes. Not many of them are. So we're after a Johnston Fraser. This one's in pretty good condition too. But even that, I'll come back to this other note. That other note there, the first one I sort of showed, it's in really good condition. So it's going to be one of the higher grades of a Fraser coal. Oh, yeah, but with this one here, you've got to work out whether it's got a plate letter or if it doesn't have a plate letter. So I know where to look, but you sort of need to really zoom in on it. I'm pretty sure it's in this sort of location in here, from memory. Yeah, and I'd have to double check. There's a website that I check to know exactly where to look. It's on one of my tabs on my phone. But anyway, in good condition. So it's probably anywhere up here, maybe $35 to $60 or $40 odd if it's this one without the plate letter. So about probably $35, $40, that particular note there. And I picked it up at face value. So if you want to know how to sort of source notes like this, it's an option through the link in my bio. You'd have to pay for it, but there's a ton of value in it. I did a trip last year. It was a 2-day trip. $2,408 profit from all of the stuff I collected. I picked up that day. So, and all of these notes I'm showing you here, they'll sell for more than face value, and I picked them up at face value. So, all right, this is the second one. So this one's a Johnston Fraser. So I need to find the Johnston Frasers. So Johnston Fraser in here. Okay, and we're looking for a USB. No, so it's not a first or last prefix. And this note's in really good condition too. So this one could be about a $38 note as well. So in the condition it's in. This next one's pretty good too. It's just got a little bit of a corner fold, but that doesn't detract too much from it, as long as it doesn't have any really big folds. A little bit wavy through the paper and that top edge. So it's probably going to be the extremely fine sort of grading. So this one's a Johnston Fraser as well. So Johnston Fraser, so it's probably going to be about a $30 note, this one here at least. And let's see if it's a first or last prefix. No, it's not. So if it was a first or last prefix, you're looking at these values in here. So you're definitely jumping up into the hundreds of dollars. And that's what I'm searching for today. Johnston Fraser. Okay, so we're looking the same area again, looking at those letters. No. And last one, this one's an older one, so it's a Night Wheeler. So Night Wheeler, and it's pretty rough, but let's check the section, try and get the right. So it's a Night Wheeler, so it's either a center thread or a side thread. To work that out, you sort of need a bit of a light behind it. I put a little light on, and you can see that thread through the note. That's a security feature. And just from experience, that looks like a side thread. So the center thread's usually a little bit further over, about a centimeter or two, a little bit further over, about a centimeter further over. So that looks like it's probably a side thread, that one there. And let's check that out, a Night Wheeler. So Night Wheeler side thread. So we're looking for these two prefixes. Let's have a look. No, neither of those, but the note, it's in pretty rough condition, so it might be about an $18 note. $18, yep, so that's pretty good. All right, where are we up to? We're up to the $5 notes, and some of these $5 notes are in really nice condition too. So let's check some of these out. On to the fives. Here we go. And I might even put the light on the side of this, get a little bit more clarity on things. So these are the $5 notes. This one's a Johnston Fraser. So Johnston Fraser is in here. And there's two serials that it could be. So it could be OCRB or it could be Gothic. Now, this serial here, I know straight away that's a Gothic serial. Just the way that the threes, mainly the threes and the 9. So the 9, how it sort of loops down and around. as opposed to, I'll find a OCRB. So this is OCRB, and this one's Gothic. So yeah, but anyway, it's in the book. This book that I'm using, it sort of shows you how to sort of work that out. All right, so we've got a Johnston Fraser Gothic. We're looking for PXB, or no, so it's not one of those. But this note in this condition, Johnston Fraser Gothic, maybe $50 right there. And yeah, it's got a little bit of, just on this corner, a little bit of a crease there. So $50 note, like bang, right there. So picked that up at $5 yesterday. Now this one here too, this one's in really nice condition as well. Maybe even a fraction better than the other one. This one's a Johnston Fraser. And we'll just have a look. Johnston Fraser, this is a Gothic as well. And it's not, ooh, geez, it's not too far off the first prefix. And that really jumps up into values, the first prefix. But yeah, conservatively, a $50 value. Maybe you might have been able to push above that with this one here because there's no folds in it. A little bit of rounding on the corner there, but really, yeah. So that one's $50, maybe even more on that one. So very nice. Okay, we've got a Johnston Fraser, another Johnston Fraser. Now, another thing to factor in too is the serial number. Look, that's 3 zeros in a row. People appreciate that sort of stuff and they'll collect that sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. Now, this one here's a Johnston Fraser. Now, the serial is the OCRB. So we've got this Johnston Fraser. It's an OCRB. So we're looking in this top section here. So QBR. It's not a first or last prefix. So it fits this first sort of row of values up the top here. Now, this one's in pretty good condition too. I'm just sort of having a bit of a feel of it. A little bit of some sort of color over there. Don't know if that sort of just bled through from the other side. But OCRB, maybe about the $35 mark. And the fact that it's got a pretty cool sort of serial with the 000, that might add a bit of value too. So cool, liking the $5 at the moment. Are you doing coins on this live? No, unfortunately, I'm not doing coins on this live. I'm just going through and just checking for first or last prefixes on these paper banknotes that I picked up yesterday. So, yeah, just the paper banknotes on this one. But yeah, I don't know if you're on TikTok at all, but I do heaps of content on TikTok. So yeah, maybe if you wanted to join across there, I'm not sure if you're on there or not, but lots of videos over there. And TikTok's just introduced 10-minute long videos onto their platform. So I did a 10-minute 20-cent coin noodle this morning, going through coins, and that I'm going to put that video up on TikTok tonight, and I'll put that same video across onto YouTube as well. But I tend to do a little bit more content over on TikTok, just because there's a lot more people that are sort of tuned into it. As in, there's over 100,000 followers I've got over there on TikTok, as opposed to about 1,000 on YouTube. But yeah, so there's a little bit more content over there. But apologies if you're after the coin noodling and going through coins. They call it noodling. Cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so Fraser Cole, we're at. Yeah, so apologies if you're into the coins, because yeah, lots of people are into the coins, but yeah, I do a bit of coins and also banknotes, and so at the moment I'm just sort of looking. This little live today is just on the paper banknotes, just trying to work out the values if they're really rare. So all right, we'll keep going. So Fraser Cole, and we are looking for QLJ. No, so that's not first or last prefix there. Johnston Fraser. Ooh, this one here. See this one here. Where do you get that book from? This book here, it's a Renix Australian Coin and Banknote Values. They're running short on stock because they're just about to release the new edition. And I think in May, the new edition's coming out. So some places have sold out of this edition of it because the new one's coming out. So, yeah, it just depends where you can get it from. But the Renix website, RENIKS, Renix, or Booktopia. You could try Booktopia as well. But this note here, triple nine at the start, so that's pretty cool. And it's got another 9 in the serial number too. So people who are after 9s and like serial numbers, they might pay a bit more for this sort of note. But Johnston Fraser, we'll check to see if it's a first to last prefix. PY, no, PYF, Fraser Cole, QP, oh, QPG I needed, QPG. If it was a QPG, last prefix. Johnston Fraser, and we're looking PPK, not PPK. Johnston Fraser Cole, we're looking for Q, no. And then Johnston Fraser PRR, Johnston Fraser PRR, no. And then Fraser Cole down here, QKC, no. All right, so that's the $5 notes, but geez, there's some really nice ones in there that are worth around about that 50 odd sort of dollar mark, 35, 50 odd sort of dollar mark. So yeah, super pumped with that. All right, let's get into some $2 notes. Okay, so onto the $2 notes page. Now, some of those are Commonwealth notes, and the ones I've got just say Australia. I haven't got any of the older notes have Commonwealth of Australia, but the more recent ones have got just Australia. So it's probably going to be more likely on this page. So Johnston Fraser. All right, let's check LN. So I'm looking at these ones here. Most of these notes will be that LND, no. LLG, no. LGK, no. LDE, no. But sometimes you find a first or last prefix, it can really add value. Like I got a $1 note that I picked up with a bunch of $1 notes, and one of them was a first prefix, and I sold it for $280. So I bought it for $1. Sold it for $280, and it sold within about 10 minutes. People just snapped it up. So this one's Johnston Fraser. So yeah, the first or last prefix notes can be really sought after. So it's sort of like hunting for treasure. And you get to check this, or checking your lotto ticket or something like that if you're into Tats Lotto. You get to play the game of trying to find a rare and valuable note. LKR. LFU. I thought there is only 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. Yeah, there is, but they stopped making these in 1985. So these are genuine Australian $2 paper banknotes, or they're $2 notes. Yeah, so in 1985 they stopped making these, and then they started with the $2 coins in 1988. So that's why these are interesting, because this is what people used to use before $2 coins came in. So they only brought $2 coins in 88, whereas all the other coins came in 1966. So they decided to stop doing the paper notes like these. And same with the $1 notes. So they've got we used to use $1 notes in Australia like these. It's cool design on the back, Indigenous design. But yeah, so they stopped making these ones, I think, in 1982, and then they brought in the $1 coins. But I'll keep on going with the $2 notes. How am I going for time? I've got couple of little things to do in a little while, so I'll see how I go, whether I get through all of these. But LDT, no. LPV, no. You're teaching me a lot. Cool, yeah. Well, it's and it's good to know some of this stuff. Like, and the more you know, the better you'll do out of it. In that you might find something really valuable, and because you know, it can really pay off. I mean, look, I found 2 wavy baseline 20-cent coins, and if I didn't know to be looking for that particular error on those coins, I sold them both for $300 each. So if I didn't know, then I would have passed them by. LCS. All right, this one's, I might come back to that one's a different signature combination. LCZ, LEL, no. LFZ, no, and LBQ, whereas this note here, it's got a different signature and the reason I look at the signatures, because the signatures, and I know what those signatures are, this book shows you, it's got a page, 2 pages back, where it has all the different signature combinations, and you become familiar with them if you've been doing it for a while. So for example, this one, that matches up with that one there. So that's a knight, it says underneath it. And this signature here matches up with this one here, Wheeler. So this one's a knight Wheeler. And then you've got to go to the $2 notes page, and you've got to find this signature combination, knight Wheeler. So it says knight stone, knight Wheeler. So it's one of these notes in here. But I'm just looking for the prefix letters. So I'm looking at all these 3 letter combinations, which are first to last prefix letters. So if it matches up with one of those, then hallelujah. But no, not on that one there. But that's all right. That's the way it goes. And then onto the $1 notes. So we'll go to the $1 notes page. And most of these will be the recent ones. So the last ones in 1982 is the last year that they printed these notes for circulation. So they're Johnston Stone signature notes. So on the bottom here, that's Johnston and that's Stone. I had a box of coins because my dad would come home every day with coins, and over 2 years I had 600 coins and probably some wavy baselines. I'll just pull that comment back up. And probably 6 wave baselines. Oh, I wish I knew 1 year ago. So are you saying that there was some wavy baselines in there, or are you just thinking, or you sort of maybe just guessing that there might have been some wavy baselines? Or a DPK. So this note's in pretty good condition. So in this condition, yeah, probably about $6, this note here. So I bought it for $1 and it's worth $6. It's cool. Johnston Stone, DGH, no. DLN, no. Johnston Stone, DLD, no. Just putting aside. There was. I saw. Oh no. DLV, no. DKY, no. DPL, ooh, it's close. DPS I need, but DPL, not quite. DKT, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can't sort of get hung up on whatever's happened in the past. You can't change it, so you might as well just focus on the future. And yeah, now we know, don't we? All right, that one's that's a different signature combination. DKT, no. DNN, no. DNB, no. It's a different signature combination, so I'll come back to that in a moment. I'll check on the DLD, no. And DC, that one's a different. So this one's different signature combination. This one's a knight stone, so probably up 1. Yep, so I'm looking in here. C, no, so that's not. And then this one's a knight stone as well. C, no. This one's a knight stone. DDG. This one's, even though this one's really, look at this here, and it's pretty worn. Wow. But the serial number, it's got 3 zeros in it, so that's sort of pretty cool. So that will track a little bit more value just in that serial number alone. DDA on a knight stone, not a first or last prefix. And this one's a knight Wheeler, so it's probably up here. Knight Wheeler. Let's check up here. CET. There's no CETs in the prefix letters, so yeah, there you go. All right, well that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to do on this live, just to check these prefix letters to see if there was any first or last prefixes, to see if they're really valuable. The other thing that you do too is like, I'll do this at some stage, but not today, is to grade them in that every note will have a different value. So if it fitted this column of values, you've got to work out what grading it is. And at the top here it says UNC stands for uncirculated, about uncirculated, extremely fine, very fine, and fair or fine. And on the next page, the previous page of the book, it has definitions of those different gradings. So for an uncirculated note, a perfect note in brand new flat condition, paper crisp with original natural sheen without discoloration. So if you've got one in that grade, it's a lot higher value than if you've got one in fine grade, a well circulated note showing many folds and creases or wrinkling, but not excessively dirty, colours clear. So that would fit the fine grade. But anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover today. But yeah, thanks all those who jumped on board, and hopefully you've got some really rare paper banknotes. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see you all again soon with some more videos on coins and banknotes. So I hope you all have an awesome day. All right, we'll see you later, everyone.